Two. Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back. Let's book our March shows. Today we're going to book Championship Wrestling 94, 95, and of course, March Massacre. So let's set our broadcaster, and let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Great Lakes for our first show. Let's get 600 people arena. And I explained last time, but I'll explain it once more. The reason why I'm going to the Great Lakes now and not the Mid-Atlantic is because I have an easier time getting a broadcaster in the Great Lakes. So we're going to go to the Great Lakes instead. Alright. So our main event tonight is going to be Shawn Michaels. And he's going to take on Brian Pillman. Where's Brian Pillman? There he is. Alright, let's make that around 22 minutes. And we're going to have Shawn Michaels win. Yeah, we can make this a storytelling match, right? There's going to be interference on Brian Pillman from Mean Mark Callis. Let's check their psychology, see if I can. 86 should be alright. 82. Alright, they should be alright for a storytelling match. Alright, so for the Cactus Jack match, I don't know what I want to do for the Intercontinental title. I want him to get a win, but I don't know over who. So recently I had him beat Jerry Lynn, Mike Awesome. Did I do Mike Awesome? I think I did. Steve Blackman. What did I do last time? Alright, so last time Cactus Jack defeated Chris Adams, Jimmy Snuka before, right? Yep. Tommy Dreamer, Steve Blackman, Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer again. Alright, let's do Mike Awesome. Let's do Mike Awesome this time. Cactus Jack defending the Intercontinental Championship against Mike Awesome. Gonna make that the Intercontinental title, and Cactus Jack gonna go over. Alright. And now for the Tri State title. We're gonna end the Candido against RVD matchups with a no disqualification match. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. So RVD gonna take on Chris Candido. This time Candido cannot get himself disqualified. He cannot get a count out. He's gonna have to win, and he will. And we'll make it decisive, because how do you cheat in a no DQ match? So after that, we're gonna have a Chris Candido promo. And Chris Benoit gonna come out. Put that on acting. Candido, promo, Benoit, debut. Make that 5 minutes. And we're gonna book one more matchup. We're gonna do Jerry Lynn against, let's say, Johnny Polo. No, you know what? Let's do Shane Douglas. Put Shane Douglas over. Gotta cut back on a little bit of time. Let's get 5 minutes here. And we're gonna have Owen Hart with a backstage promo. Make that 5 minutes. Because the last time I had Scott Hall challenge, Razor Ramon challenge Owen Hart. Let's run the show. So starting us off, decent wrestling, little heat. Shane Douglas defeated Jerry Lynn in 11 minutes, 43 seconds by pinfall after using underhanded tactics. Jerry Lynn with a 57, Shane Douglas with a 54, Jerry Lynn proving in technical a 64. So we move backstage. The WWA World Champion Owen Hart is standing there with his belt, and he says, Razor Ramon wants to challenge me for this World Championship. Well, you know what, Razor? I accept your challenge. And at March Massacre, I will defend my belt against you. And Owen Hart will walk out still the World Wrestling Alliance World Champion. 54. So the no DQ match, decent wrestling little heat. Chris Candido defeated RVD in a no DQ match in 13 minutes 40 seconds by pinfall with a blonde bombshell. Candido makes defense number 6 of the Tri State Championship. RVD with a 62, Candido with a 48, a 64. So then after that we got Chris Candido grabbing a mic and he says, RVD just tried and failed miserably to beat Chris Candido, the greatest and only Tri-State Champion, and I will remain Tri-State Champion, because no challenger is worthy of facing me. And then the lights go out, and lights come back on. Chris Benoit is standing in front of him. And Benoit points at the title, and then walks to the back. So it did not do well without a script. Chris Benoit's gimmick got very good. Alright, did alright, 34. I didn't expect too great. And then the Great Wrestling Decent Reaction, Cactus Jack defeated Mike Awesome in 14 minutes by pinfall with a pile driver. Cactus makes defense number 16 of the IC Championship. Awesome improving performance. Cactus got an 83, Mike Awesome got a 55, a 75. And then our main event, superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Shawn Michaels defeated Brian Pillman in 60 minutes 32 seconds by pinfall with a sweet chin music following interference from Mean Mark Callis. Shawn with a 78, Pillman with a 72. Shawn Michaels improving in performance, a 76. 71 could have been better, could have been worse. So we're going to tell Cactus, we're going to tell Shawn, and we're going to tell Brian Pillman. Alright, Ted DiBiase relocating. Jerry Lynn's contract. Obviously, we're going to re-sign Jerry Lynn. So let's see if I can get him for 340. No, he wants 4. Alright, let's get Jerry Lynn. 0.01. Awesome needs to learn how to sell. Mike Awesome is money. 10,400. Alright, let's put that to week 2. And let's send him up to Championship Wrestling 95. Alright, let's book the second show of today's episode. Set our broadcaster. And did I grow in popularity? In the Tri-State, we're at 40. Great Lakes still at 16, so we're going to go back to the Great Lakes. See, let's go back to a 600 people arena. No, I'm going with that one. Alright. So our main event tonight is going to be a triple threat. We're going to have Brian Pillman. No, not Brian Pillman. Stunning Steve Austin, Cactus Jack, and Chris Candido. All 3 champions. None of the belts are on the line, obviously. Make that 20 minutes. And we're going to have Cactus Jack come out of this on top. Loser will be Chris Candido. And we're going to have interference on Stunning Steve Austin after Shawn Michaels costs Austin the match. Yeah, that's fine. No belts are on the line. We're going to have a promo. We're going to have Brian Pillman. We're going to have Stunning Steve Austin. Hollywood Blondes with a backstage promo. If I can spell. There you go. Maybe that's 6 minutes. We're going to have Chris Benoit with a backstage promo. Make that 5 minutes. Who is a top star that's in the region? Is there any big stars in the region? Not really. Alright, we're gonna have an angle. Steiner comes out. So we're going to have Cactus Jack grab a mic after that match. A little bit of a promo, and then Scott Steiner's going to come out. Let's put DDP on this card. Actually, no. Let's do Lance Storm. I want to put Lance Storm over. Actually, you know what? I'm going to push Lance Storm to the moon. Lance Storm's the next top star of this company. Lance Storm against the Godwins. 10 minutes. Lance Storm. Decisive submission. And no, not make it 10 minutes. Make it 6 minutes. Because Lance Storm is dominating. We're going to have Tommy Dreamer against... Let's do Super Crazy. Make Tommy Dreamer go over. And to start off the show, we're going to have the returning Rey Mysterio against Psychosis. And we'll make it a high spots match. Rey Mysterio is going to obviously come out on top. High spots, open, decisive, pinfall. And we can put a tag match on this card. Harlem Heat. Eliminators. We can do that once more, right? And we're going to put a Harlem Heat over. We've been pushing the Eliminators, but it's time for the Harlem Heat to get a bit of a push. So let's get rid of that match. Alright, let's run it. So, opening our show, we got Decent Wrestling Little Heat. Harlem Heat defeated the Eliminators in 10 minutes, 13 seconds when Booker T defeated Perry Saturn by pinfall with a Harlem Hangover. Stevie Ray with a 41, Booker T with a 42, Perry Saturn with a 51, John Cornus with a 40. A 52. Decent Wrestling Little Heat. Rey Mysterio defeated Psychosis in 8 minutes, 17 seconds by pinfall with a Springboard Hurricane Rana. Ray with a 65, Psychosis with a 42, a 63. Then we got Chris Benoit, the worst promo ever. He's backstage. He literally just says, Chris Candido, I challenge you to a match at March Massacre for the Tri State Championship. How are you absolutely awful? Whatever. 19. He's a better in-ring worker than he is on the mic. Decent Wrestling didn't have much heat. Storm defeated the Godwins in 6 minutes when Lance Storm defeated Phineas Godwin by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. Storm was head and shoulders above everyone else. Storm with a 66, Henry O'Godwin with a 51, Phineas with a 27, Henry improving in technical skill, a 59. So we move backstage, we got the Hollywood Blondes, Brian Pillman, stunning Steve Austin. Pillman says, I can't wait for my match at March Massacre against Mean Mark Callis. And Austin, if I win that match, you know I'm next in line for the World Championship. It is a #1 contenders match. And if we do face each other, I'll do it with the utmost respect, but I will win that belt. And Austin says, you know what, Pillman? You might be my partner and all, but if you win that match and you go and facing me, I have no problem beating you to retain my world championship. But I have to focus on Shawn Michaels, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to beat Shawn Michaels at March Massacre. A 76. Could have been better, could have been worse. Great wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Cactus defeated stunning Steve Austin and Chris Candido in 20 minutes when Cactus Jack defeated Chris Candido by pinfall with a pile driver. So Austin goes for the stunner. Candido shoves him into Shawn Michaels. Sweet chin music. Austin is out for good. Candido tries to get the cover, but Cactus Jack grabs him, hits a pile driver, covers Candido, and Cactus Jack is the winner of the champion versus champion match. Austin with a 73, Cactus with an 81, Chris Candido with a 52, Candido improving in performance, an 82. And then after that match, Cactus Jack grabs a microphone and he says, I'm the greatest champion that has ever stepped foot inside a GCW ring. Cactus Jack is the greatest performer in GCW, and there's nobody in the back that can step up to Cactus Jack. And then Scott Steiner makes his way down to the ring and says, Cactus, I challenge you to a match at March Massacre, Intercontinental Championship. Cactus Jack against Scott Steiner. So, 85. I'm going to tell Cactus, we're going to tell Austin, and we're going to tell Lance Storm, because Lance Storm is the best. Alright, see what we got. User talent point gain, that's After we book 100 shows, we get a user talent point. So 0.01. So I want to see how many broadcasts. Okay, 11,000. Let's set our user talent. So what do I want to go in? Let's do leadership. And our final show of today's episode will be March Massacre. So let's head on to March Massacre. Alright, let's book the final show of today's episode of March Massacre 1991. Set our broadcaster. And we're going to go to the Tri State for this show. So we're going to go 3 to around 4. Let's see what we can get. Let's do 35. Playing it safe. So first up, we're going to book our main event. As always. Surprise debut tonight. So Stunning Steve Austin takes on Shawn Michaels in tonight's main event. So Austin with a 96 stamina, Shawn Michaels with a 100, so they can go as long as I want them to. So we're going to have 40 minutes. And we're going to have Shawn Michaels finally reclaim that belt. I mean, he'll cheat, but you know, he'll still win it. So we're going to have the Intercontinental Championship. Cactus Jack is going to take on Scott Steiner. We're going to make that 23 minutes, put the Intercontinental Championship on the line, and of course, Cactus Jack is going to retain. And actually, we'll make this one the storytelling match, because I don't want to take the chance of running Austin versus Shawn with a storytelling match, so we're going to make that one. And after that, we're going to have Cactus Jack, we're going to have surprise debut, Entertainment Menace, Cactus promo, debut. Make that 8 minutes. No, make that. Just make it 5. Alright, we're going to have the Tri State Championship. We're going to have Chris Candido defending the title against... Where's Chris Benoit? Lower mid-carder. Well, that's about to change because he's winning that belt tonight. Tri State and make Chris Benoit go over. He'll probably be unhappy, but that's fine. Oh, no, you won't. Good for you, Candido. Way to go. So we're going to have Brian Pillman. He's going to take on Mean Mark Callis. It's going to be a #1 contenders match for the World Championship. Make that go around 18 minutes. And we're going to put Brian Pillman over. It's going to go right before the World title match. We're going to borrow that title from the Alliance, and we're going to have Owen Hart against Razor Ramon for the WWE World Championship. Owen is going to retain, of course. We're going to have... I still have Gene Okerlund, right? Yeah. Gene Okerlund's going to interview somebody. Who can he interview? Let's do Scott Steiner. Gene interviews Scott Steiner. We're gonna have a triple threat. Rey Mysterio. No, let's not have a triple threat. Let's do a singles match. I was going to do Rey Mysterio, but now I'm going to do Lance Storm because Lance Storm is the best. So for this match, we're going to do Lance Storm against Taz. Let's do Lance Storm Taz. Make it 15 minutes, and of course, Lance Storm goes over. Alright. Everything's good. Every title's on the line. Let's run the show. So starting us off, we got great wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Storm defeated Taz in 14 minutes, 44 seconds by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. Storm with a 73, Taz with a 68. Lance Storm improving in performance skill. We got a 70. Not bad. So we're backstage Mean Gene is interviewing Scott Steiner, and he says, "What are your plans? What's your plan going into tonight facing Cactus Jack, the most dominant champion in all of GCW history?" And Steiner says, "Gene, you want to know something? Cactus Jack might be the greatest Intercontinental champion in history. But you know what? Scott Steiner is the greatest world champion in history. Scott Steiner is the second ever world champion. And tonight, I'm going to go out there and become the third ever Intercontinental champion." Good way. Good promo. 76. So then we got Superb Wrestling Good Heat. Owen Hart defeated Razor Ramon in 17 minutes by submission with a sharpshooter. Owen makes defense number 3 of the WWA World Heavyweight Championship title. Owen had an 83, Razor with a 70, still got an 88. So then we got decent wrestling, didn't have much heat. Chris Benoit defeated Chris Candido in 15 minutes, 25 seconds by pinfall with a Dragon Suplex. Benoit wins the Tri State Championship. Chris Candido with a 60, Benoit with a 45, but he's improving in performance. A 62. So then we move to the Intercontinental Championship match. Cactus defeated Scott Steiner in 23 minutes and 10 seconds by pinfall with a pile driver. Cactus makes defense number 17 of his Intercontinental Championship title. Alright, I'm back. I just made a screw up. I just realized I did the exact same thing I did with Razor Ramon, and I forgot to reveal who it was, change the alter ego. So, the match ratings are a little bit different, but the only thing that really improved was Lance Storm versus Taz got like 3 points more, and Owen Hart against Razor Ramon got 80 instead of 88, so I'm kind of sad now. 879 though. Alright, so after that, Cactus Jack grabs a mic, and he says, "There is not one man who is more dominant than Cactus Jack." And then Bam Bam Bigelow making his debut, marching down to the ring. The Beast from the East is coming down. He grabs Cactus Jack, hits him with the greetings from Asbury Park, holds up the Intercontinental Championship before dropping it and walking away. An 82. Then we got the number 1 contenders match. Mean Mark Callis takes on Brian Pillman, and an exceptional match. Brian Pillman defeated Mean Mark Callis in 18 minutes and 25 seconds by pinfall with a leaping thrusting lariat. Both men got an 87. No work improvements. Got a 93. And Brian Pillman becomes number 1 contender for the World Championship. And then our main event, exceptional match. Shawn Michaels defeated Stunning Steve Austin in 40 minutes by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. Shawn Michaels becomes 2-time World Champion. Austin with a 91, Shawn Michaels with a 92, a 95, a 92. One of our best events we've ever seen. We're going to tell Stunning Steve Austin, tell Shawn Michaels, and we're going to tell Brian Pillman. Tell them all they're awesome. And there we go, March Massacre. We're at the top of the news. Owen Hart is now a technician. 0.01. Chris Benoit is turning into a good worker. I know. Look at that shitty logo I made. Alright. So let's see how many viewers. 11,160. I think that's our best. It's our best in 1991. Is it better? It's even better than Revolution. Still gonna lose money this month. But you know what? We're getting up there. Alright, thank you guys for watching this episode of TEW Local to Global. Make sure to like the videos if you like this video. Subscribe if you want more. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.